Hey everybody, Vader's Vault here, showing off our latest customer build out of the vault. This one the customer named Ma Shu. He came back and forth with us with several design changes over the course of the time he waited, and we went back and forth with several things, but one of the constants was that he wanted the emitter half of the Force Unleashed 2 trailer version for his saber, and he wanted it to be heavily weathered. He finally ended up settling on a combination of elements from the Obi-Wan ANH saber as well as the TFU2 concept trailer saber, but he didn't want it to look like the two were just shoved together. So I think we came up with a combination of the elements that flow together quite nicely, and then the weathering, of course, bringing it all together into one dirty, rusty piece. It's a very detailed emitter here. This is something that we have coming up on quite a few of our builds. We had several people request the concept trailer sabers in our build log, so we actually went and had a bunch of these made, these highly detailed, highly accurate TFU2 concept trailer emitters for various customer projects, as well as a few Vader's Vault frontline sabers that will be coming out fairly soon, hopefully. We got the red button here acting as the thumb screw, the blade retention screw. It actually has a very, very deep blade inset, so great for dueling. Very strong. Got the little control box over to the side that actually does house the activation switch. You can see there with the little machined aluminum switch hat, and the hand-done card there. That's an aluminum card that goes over top that I milled some little designs in, make it look cool. Everything is heavily weathered. I used Pastor Jedi's technique of the rusting treatment over top of the Aluma Black for very unique, very real weathered treatment. This thing looks like it actually has been out in the weather for God knows how long. Anyway, so if you ever ask us for a heavily weathered, rusty, beat up piece, well, this is what you get. And I actually think it came out really good. It's extremely realistic, and it brings the design elements, which in some respects is very simple, but is a very utilitarian looking hilt, but yet also very detailed at the same time. All the way down to the D-ring being weathered here. Even put some nicks and cuts in it and rusted them. The D-ring actually may be real rust because it's made of steel. The rest of it is, of course, aluminum, so aluminum doesn't really rust. So it has the iron oxide treatment done to it, which allows you to rust the surface. It's a very cool saber, very, very, very well balanced with the heavy emitter and the heavy pommel, and providing a nice emitter and grip while having your activation switch easy to get to on the little control box there. It is running a Hasbro FX Ventress board, which is new for us. Nobody really requests that soundboard. It's kind of a love it or hate it soundboard. We feel that it really fits this saber with the dirty, beat up, ancient look to it, which is sort of what the Ventress sound font sounds like. It sounds sort of like an older saber with the odd ignition and retraction sound. It goes very well with the design. It's powered by a 4.8 volt nickel metal hydride battery pack and igniting a Seoul P4 blue. Very bright, very rich colored blade. It's hard to beat a Seoul P4 for these kinds of builds. Let's get it powered on in the dark. There is no blingies on this saber. It is a very utilitarian design, like I said, and the customer wanted only the blade to be the shining part of this saber. Instant, beautiful, bright blue blade, and then the swarm of angry bees that is the Ventress hum. Everything on the Ventress is a very like double or dual sound, as it's meant to kind of simulate two sabers. So you get a double ignition, double retraction, double swings, double clashes almost, but they're very quick, so it's not extremely noticeable, but very cool. Ma Shu from Vader's Vault. Thanks again, guys, and keep an eye out for the upcoming Starkiller II concept trailer sabers. Thanks again.